My phone died earlier. I do apologize if anybody was in the live stream. We we cut out, of course. We're gonna go check out the doggy in just a minute here. The doggy, I mean, she's the family's dog. I'm waiting on my dog. My dog is on her way here. Her name is Luna. And me and Luna are gonna go on. Well, Zyla's gonna come with us. Just because Zyla's an upstairs dog. Now I'm gonna have two dogs walking down the street. That's pretty cool, actually. I love dogs. There was a dog that I really liked, and the person called me back, and they might actually be bringing it, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Paula, hello. Zach, what up? Good to see you. I'm doing alright. I think things are kind of catching up with me. Zyla is doing great. She's upstairs with the kids and Mama Rock. She is she's definitely Mama Rock's. She will not even go for a walk with me. She needs Mama Rock to go for the walk or she won't go. I can't even walk her. Mama Rock has to bring her. Or what she'll do is I'll bring her outside and she'll turn right around and come back and sit at the door. Like, where's Nana? What did you have for dinner? I ate chicken salad sandwich. Yeah, but you know, she's bonded with who she's bonded with, and you know what? I think it's pretty cool because Mama Rock can use some companionship for sure. But I hope that this other puppy does come. It's not set in stone that she's gonna make it here, but I got a feeling she's gonna. I got lots of work to do in the yard. I've been doing lots of work in here today. I planted 4 plants, and then I did 4 transplants on top of potting the 4 plants. Lots of work today. Lots of work. And I can't get the fucking temperature down for some reason. It's still fucking super hot. Oh, I just cleaned this fan. Now I can plug this in. I'll tell you what's going on this morning, so. Yeah, that's going on. Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom. You up there? Great, the fucking air conditioner don't want to work. Yeah, it's not coming out very cool at all. there. It's like 100% humidity. It is hot out, very hot outside. The aimlessly wandering soul, Annie. Yeah, it looks like you guys are my new. I get to come back home to YouTube. That's disgusting. My day just ain't going good. Gross. Everyone calls me Annie. Nice to meet you, Annie. Everybody calls me Shmooly. They call me Shmooly. Yeah, it's been a long, rough day. Found out I lost a family member today. Really, the story is really fucked up. He was on his way down to Springfield from Boston to help out with something and just never showed up. And then they sent a wellness check and found him. I'm from southeastern New Brunswick, Canada. Oy, 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 my friends. That fucking fan is loud. I cleaned it out earlier. It is jamming. This thing is cranking. Holy moly. That thing is definitely putting some air in there. Oh shit. Yeah, this thing is pumping. Holy smokes. Let's put our finger in that thing. No thank you. No thank you. I'm good. So yeah, this is the Lou Rock abode. I try to keep it as clean as possible. I'm always filtering. This is my water filtration station. This is my nutrient shelf. It goes pretty far across. And there's my bedroom that I finally got finished. Some trash there because I'm working on the room, of course. We finally got it all cleaned up, looking good. Got my, jeez, this thing is that quieted it right down. Damn, well. There you go, that's how you turn that fucker all the way, too. There you go. Man, that's loud. There we go. Hey Lou, I see you got Smurfs too. I still have mine. Those Smurfs are so important. So let me show you what these Smurfs are. These Smurfs are literally from the 80s. And they used to be on Chrissy. This is Chrissy from the Keys. My second mom passed away 3 years ago. And these were her fathers and mothers that were on they were on the dashboard of their Pinto, their Ford Pinto. So that's the glue that put this, that's original Ford Pinto dashboard right there. Ford Pinto. It really was. It was on the, they were on the dashboard of the Ford Pinto. This is crazy. That's Chrissy. Another family member who passed away. This is one of my favorites here. This is the magician. He makes the magic happen. He makes the magic happen. So I do want to go around and do some, yes, it's where you got to come and find my ass. Unfortunately, there's, I guess I've found too many enemies over on the other platform, so I don't need that kind of shit. I'm good. You know, I'm not going to stay quiet when somebody's attacking me for the way that I grow my plants, and I'm the one that's wrong. Yeah, now get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I'm the troublemaker? No, what happened is that little fucking puke bag stuck in New York is an insecure prick. He's insecure. As soon as I come over to Pilled, it's a problem, and he attacks people on the way they do things because he's trying to sell himself. And what I mean is, he's trying to sell his way of doing things. He's just like he says, oh, I'm teaching a class. You're teaching a class? Well, then why don't you say that instead of saying that it's an open panel for people that grow weed? That's where it started. It started there, and then they fucking weasel around with each other. And then what's really disappointing is the D-Live people that get in on it. That's the disappointing part. So I'm like, you know what? I know how to take a hint. I'm good. I brought more fucking people over there than they even have in their live streams. Like, come on, man. I'm over there bringing new people to the platform. What do? They sit there with the same 10 people in their live stream every day. Whatever. That's cool. I'll just come back to YouTube where my true fams are at. Where the real rock fams are at. The people that deserve my time. The people that'll actually comment in my fucking live stream. I go in my live stream and I sit there for 4 hours and not one comment. And then I see that there's 14 people in the live stream, but not one person comments. Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm good with all that. Good. You can lurk somebody else's shit, because I won't even be there. They're jealous of you because you got all the prettiest girlfriends. Paula, I wish. I don't got any girlfriends. I wish I had a girlfriends. Never mind all of the prettiest girlfriends. No, that's another person trolling me on here for some other weird stuff. One of my exes, their current fling of the week, is trolling me on my YouTube account. So that gets to be silly. You notice how that person left as soon as I started spelling their name? Like literally in the last live stream, they were trolling as much as they could, and when I started spelling their name, they left. It's that easy. It is that easy. They're simple. It's simple to tell who somebody is. I know how many people, literally we've got thousands of people that are all like our people. If somebody comes in here and they're talking smack, obviously they come from outside of the group. And then there's little cues inside of the things that they say that give away who they are very easily. But yeah, I don't know. That's what I said in the beginning. If I'm not welcome, I will leave. I know where I'm welcome. It's called Pilled. The platform's called Pilled. So, you've been over there. You've been over there hanging out with us. You're the only one, you and Zach, and a few others, Mrs. Fireman, Cute Kitty. But then even friends of mine have sent me messages privately, or people I thought were friends of mine, send me message privately while they're in my chat, like they don't want to be seen in my chat. And then I kind of just took that for, maybe I'm overthinking things, until somebody actually messaged me and said, when people stop policing where we can go, I'll come back to the platform. It's just strange that somebody said that out of nowhere. To me, when people stop policing where I can go, then I'll come back to the platform. Why say that to me? And why say it in my private messages? Especially when nobody's commenting on my pill. See, the thing is, I know what it is when people are acting a certain way, right? It's pretty fucking easy. Why are you not a mod? Because you're new on this channel. That is a new account there, Mrs. Fireman. That is not the original Mrs. Fireman account. I don't think it is. You should have been blue if it was your original account. Yup. Out of here. They don't have the right subbies to talk to them. What it is, for one of the peoples, when I came to the platform, I was doing 420 things, and they were like the one person doing 420 stuff on Pilled. And so when I came to the platform, the first day I met this person, I said literally 2 words and I started being attacked. And what I had said is, there's no difference in the way a plant absorbs nutrients, no matter where it's from. And literally started getting attacked. And this is not like just a statement, this is fact. It's 100% fact. We're still doing the 420 stuff. Always, that's what I do now, is the 420 stuff. I'll tell you what, it's really dangerous, the stuff that I was doing on YouTube. It got me fucked up, man, in many different ways. Like, it fucked my life up. And I'm lucky that I made it out alive, because some people didn't make it out alive. And might think that I'm being like overboard with that, but no, I could actually name you people that lost their life or lives because because they dealt in the paranormal, and sometimes this stuff brings horrible things upon you. We're going into places where people have been murdered. 50 people were murdered and buried in one spot. Or other places where people were killed in mafia heads. Or another place where these guys were hiding out from the Hells. They were trying to get into the Hells Angels. And so the Hells Angels told them, get rid of these 2 bodies. So the fucking dummies take the 2 bodies and go and fall asleep getting high and get caught with the 2 bodies. But we're going to these places and it brings that stuff on you. I remember a certain guy, and he wasn't even alive. I remember a spirit box response of a man named Steve Millis. Do you know how long I heard stuff about Steve Millis? I still hear things about Steve Millis. I don't know if Steve Millis's murder was solved, but he was murdered. He was murdered horribly, and just started coming through the spirit box. Steve Millis. But that's what we do now is 420 stuff. Hanging around, chilling. I'm going to start doing some videos. I want to start picking up my Uncle Mark and maybe just going out with other friends. And I have some locations that I'd just like to share on my channel. I think they'd make good content. The Aimless Wandering Soul, Annie says, I love paranormal stuff. It's exhilarating. It is exhilarating, Annie. Trust me, I used to get a major adrenaline rush from going to some... I would go to some of these places by myself. Mind you, I was armed. We won't say with what, but I was armed. So you think that that's like you feel like Superman because you're armed? No. One time I went out 3 in the morning. I went into these tunnels, and like I said, I was armed. So if anything happened, I probably would have been alright. But after being there for like 20 minutes, a half hour, there was this fucking chill that hit me. And it was like, wait a minute, you don't have to worry about living things. You're here with a weapon because you think you have to deal with these living things. And then it was like I couldn't get out of there fast enough. 22 minutes later, I get a notification. Diane G, you know what? I am so surprised you even got a notification. I'm surprised you even got the notification. See, I used to go at 3 a.m. Annie, not really because we were trying to hit that time. It's because we would probably start at 12 midnight and we'd be out that far until 3 a.m. The night that I went to those tunnels, though, I left at like 1 in the morning. And I did a spirit box session, and when I just started getting like real freaked out, it was right around 3. And I'll tell you what, I found a dead eagle. That's like the weirdest omen ever, is finding a big old dead bird, big old claws the size of my hand. But it is good to see you guys, man. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, because I come on here and there's people that have supported me for so long, got me through fucking literally like death. My friend Crystal is the fucking coolest motherfucker in the world. Straight up and down. When I'm celebrating another year of sobriety, I think of her. I think of her. Why do I think of her? Because she's a person that when I was in my lowest time, she still stuck by me, right? It means a lot. It does. It means a lot. If that person called me and said, Lou, I got a problem. If there's any way that I can fix that problem, you better believe that it's going to happen. So yeah, I'd like to start doing some videos again. But also, if we want some paranormal videos, I have about 5 or 6 full-length videos. The last ones that I made. I have the very last video from the Warren Museum before it was sold. It's me, James, Yasko, Tony Spera, Dan Rivera, and there was another guy there, but his name is fucking, I'm sorry, I can't remember his name. Jay, I believe it was Jay something. Anyways, it's the last video of the Warren Museum in the state that it was supposed to be in. Tony Spera protected us. And when I mean us, I mean the public. Tony was still protecting the public from all of the evil in that building. We even spoke about it. Now what? Now it's an Airbnb owned by a fucking comedian? Do you think that's not on accident? That's just a random occurrence? That this comedian ended up buying this place and now it's being run like an Airbnb? There's more behind that. The more souls that you bring in, the more you will be rewarded. So Mr. Matt Rife, you're a piece of shit. Just letting you know, from your boy Lou Rock, Matt Rife, you're a piece of shit. And I'm a peon, I'm a nobody, you're rich and famous and all this stuff, but I think you're a piece of shit. And the reason I think you're a piece of shit is because you're allowing all these people to go in there and they're going to get hurt. People are going to die. But you already know that. You already know that. That's why you bought the place. I see right through you, motherfucker. I see right through you. I seen your video. We've been packed up for 1.5 years straight. There's a reason Tony didn't do Airbnb for a fucking museum. Tony probably, I'm not trying to speak for the guy, but he lost one of his best friends right before he sold the place. I see why he sold it. I'm a true believer in this stuff. I seen James get attacked after being in front of Annabelle for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. James was in front of Annabelle for 2 minutes before he was projectile vomiting. And then, as soon as we left, James was back to normal. I think it's horrible to let people just go in there like that. You have effigies in there. You have things in there that have complete horrible energies. I'm going to release my video and I'm going to talk all about this stuff. I am going to edit that video just for this purpose. Because it's wrong. It's wrong. That's what I started to notice, is the more people that I was dragging in, the more I was rewarded. Now, I'll be buried. I'll be a fucking yesterday's news. Why? Because I don't want to bring more. I don't want to bring more souls to the game. And even the fakery, the fake stuff, that stuff is meant to trick you guys. And not in the way you think. That stuff is made so you guys think that it's fake. And you go and do it, messing around, and then boom, you're the next one getting hurt. There's a reason James the Fam has a warning on his videos. Read the warning before James's videos. There's a reason for those. started getting hurt at almost every place that we went. Why do you think some of those people won't use spirit boxes? There's a reason. There's a 100% reason a lot of those people don't even want to go near a spirit box. They're opening up a portal. They're opening up a straight portal to something we have no idea. Was I the number one fucking dude to do it? Yup. Am I a hypocrite? Yup. For sure. Biggest hypocrite ever. But I've been through it, so somebody told me the same shit. Somebody warned me and said, Lou, the sister of Morris Theriault. Morris Theriault was the first person to be on camera for an exorcism. Father McKenna and the Warrens did an exorcism on Morris. They thought everything was fine. A few weeks later, he shot his wife's arm off and then turned a gun on himself and killed himself. That's how that ended. And if you look up Morris Theriault and you look up his exorcism, you'll see that his head opens up. A crack opens up in his head. His eyes turn to lizard eyes. His face starts crinkling up. You can see like the weirdest shit in that video. When is the last time you turned on your spirit box? When Ghost Mafia passed away. Last time I turned on my spirit box is when Ghost Mafia passed away. And I said, can we get a dog ham? And it just goes, dog ham. It wasn't his voice, but it was a dog ham response. I mean, I take that as it was him. It's a radio. They use the responses that they can. But I've also heard people's actual voices come through that thing. Remember that dog ham? Yes, the dog ham that came out on the spirit box. I said, Ghost, can you give us a dog ham? And immediately goes, dog ham. It's in my shorts. It's in my short videos. It's fucking awesome. It was one of the most amazing, instantaneous responses. It was fucking cool. I need to get some coffee. Has anybody heard from Boomer? Yes, of course. I see Boomer every other day. He's over on Pilled. We were over on Pilled. The only reason I'm walking from Pilled, guys, is because none of you guys are over there. There was a bunch of us over there, but I'm getting bullied out of there, so I'm on my YouTube channel. Can you show everybody the dog real quick on my phone while I go pee? Come on, pretty. Come on, pretty baby. Come on, girl.
Should have bought you whiskey.
Say hello.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Oh.
See the doggy.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm
Diane
still
G.
raging.
Hey, Zach. Hey,
The
Boomer.
worst he's done to date is a little drunken.
He's coming.
You've done all right.
Here, Lou.
Well, I'm deciding. Well, the baby. See, she don't even like me. They don't want nothing to do with me. Can I have some loving? Can I have some loving?
You're a
Can I have
retired.
some loving? What you do? Oh, you did give me loving. You're such a good girl. What you doing? What you doing? You give. Oh.
Here, it changes things.
Mm.
That'll see
Hi,
how
Tiggs.
There you go.
that'll stronger with you and Rick.
Uh-oh.
Whether I'm there or
Is
not.
Zyla the best guard doggy ever?
With your son.
Oh, there she is. There
I'm
she
not
is.
leaving tomorrow, so
There she is giving
if
me
you're
some
willing,
love.
love for you.
That's the most love I got from her. She's like, give me my toy.
Well, we'll talk about it.
She wants her toy.
Shall we?
Here.
You just get
She's
better.
getting her toy.
That he is a mistake.
Give me the toy. Give me this toy. Can I have the toy?
He's my son,
Can
Dad.
I have the toy? Give me
I
this.
apologize for him.
Give me this toy. What's wrong with the air conditioner, man?
I don't know. Louis, if you go down, it's not gonna get cooler.
Then put it up to where it's supposed to be.
I put it up to where it's supposed to be and it's still not. It's because it was so hot.
Is it?
And I think that silver stuff on that plate outside.
Your daughter's name is Zyla? That's her name, Zyla.
Lala.
Paula says you look just like your mama.
You love her.
Thank you very much, Paula. I know. I know, I'm mama's twin. Right? Mama?
Let me try to grab a couple of these guys and clear them hog traps.
And then I actually got a couple,
Yeah.
I actually have a couple videos that I shot before I stopped, like, going on YouTube. And I shot like 3 videos with James and Yasko. I still have all that footage. I have all those videos. I even have them like all the way edited. I just literally need to put it on Filmora and upload it. Guys, I don't know if you tried this. I got it in here, but Rise Mushroom Coffee. I'm hooked on Rise Mushroom Coffee. Don't ask. I'm so hooked on Rise Mushroom Coffee that I gotta sniff it. I gotta put it up my nasal. There we go, mushroom coffee. This coffee is fucking amazing. I love this coffee. Ooh, that's good stuff. Dean says, I've got 1 dog and cat. I love my animals, man. Nothing like, you know, the love that you get from your animals. You can't beat it. Happy birthday. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. Salute. Cheers, my friend. Happy birthday. To good health and many more. Ooh, that's good. That is so good. Mushroom coffee, very good. Banging. So, I watched a video the other day, and it was a history video, and I'm like, those are the videos I want to make. And so I called Uncle Mark. I'm like, hey man, you want to go shoot a video? he's definitely down, but he's like, it's like, why do you want to shoot a video there of all places? And I'm like, watch. Have an idea. You from Queens? Queensbridge. Isn't Nas from Queens? Everybody knows that Queensbridge runs New York. It's from a rap song. My birthday is on the 26th. And after. I'm gonna have a long ass birthday. Gonna be birthday. So today, it's 110 degrees where I am. I wasn't able to get my antibiotics because I had a cavity in my tooth and the tooth needs to be pulled. I wasn't able to get the antibiotics till yesterday because I didn't get paid till yesterday, and I didn't even have $2 for a deductible, so I had to wait. So I just got the antibiotic. I go into the dentist's office and I'm like, listen lady, I'm shaky. I just started taking the antibiotics. I don't feel good. I don't feel right. I don't think we should do this extraction today. Well, if you cancel on me, I'm not scheduling you no more. Literally ejecting me. This is like one fucking, the first appointment. This is actually the second appointment that I've had for this place. So I haven't missed any appointments, and they're ejecting me for, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to my insurance and I'm gonna dispute all of the money that they're gonna try to get from my insurance, because you're not charging my insurance for anything. And so I go in and the lady's like, well, you're canceling on me. And I'm like, no, I'm not canceling on you. I'm like, I'm right here. If you want to do it, let's go and do it. I'll walk in the back room and we'll do this. And she's like, no, I'm going to lunch. You said you were pulling my tooth. Oh, well, you never picked up the... Like, she was so fucking confusing. Finally, I walked out and gave her a few choice words. And then my mom and my grandmother are also a patient there. So then they called my mom and they're like, are we still scheduling your appointments? And my mom's like, fuck no, you're not scheduling nothing for me. Go fuck yourself. The same way my son told you to go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. It's 110 degrees out today, and you don't have no compassion for somebody who's fucking shaking because it's extremely hot. Not only that, is being on antibiotics in the hot like that shit gets you sick. Yeah, I don't do any of those. I won't go on WhatsApp. The reason I don't go on WhatsApp, too many scammers. If somebody asks you to go on WhatsApp, it's so that they can talk to you encrypted, so they can't get caught for what they're saying. I'm good. If you got something to say to me, you can say it to me on Facebook, you can say it to me on YouTube, you can say it to me on X, you can say it to me on a plethora of platforms. I'm not going to the encrypted platform where all the scammers hang out. That's the first thing you'll always get asked by people. Do you got WhatsApp? Can I get your WhatsApp? You know what WhatsApp is for? Scammers and cheaters. Scammers and cheaters. Scammers go on there and cheaters go on there. Those are the two things. What do you need to hide for? That's the thing. I'm a real person. My name is Lou Rock. You can look me up. You can go and see that I am a real living human being. I'm not joining your WhatsApp when you got one friend on your Facebook. It's like some people really think that everybody's stupid. But I don't do a lot of that stuff for the same reason, Paula. You won't find me on WhatsApp. You won't find me on any of the other messaging apps. And I'm single, so I ain't cheating on nobody. It's just I ain't trying to go on the fucking scam chat. I call it scam chat. Yes! Oh my gosh! Yes, something made my face. Something took my face and put it on a tree on somebody else's fucking thing. And I'm scrolling through Facebook and I see this girl and she's got this post and my face is in her post. She doesn't know me. I don't know her. Why is my face in the tree on her post? If you go into my live streams on my YouTube channel, like 3 live streams ago, it's my thumbnail. Look at that thumbnail and tell me that's not me. Hold on, I could pull it up. It's fucking insane. Yeah, that was really weird. Like, why are they putting my face on trees, for one? Here, let's show you guys. Tell me that this isn't me. As soon as I seen it, I'm like, why is my face on the fucking tree? So what is AI doing that... Here, let's just take a look here. Live. Alright. This is it right here. That's not your boy Lou Rock. There's me. That's not me. Hold on. There's me. That's not me. Dude, even if you look, you can see right here that there's a tooth missing on this side. Literally, my tooth is fucking missing. The nostrils, the eyes, the everything. Yeah, no shit, that looks like me. It is me. They took me and put me in some random fucking picture. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, this is from the other night. This was weird. All lightning in one spot of the sky. Like, it was literally all in one spot. Right here. What the fuck? And no sound. And then right before I came outside, it was like cannonballs were going off above my house. And then all of a sudden there was no sound. So I just want to know why your boy Lou's face is in the fucking AI. Am I wrong? Does this not look like my face? Am I being overreactive? Another thing that I've been seeing on the moon. You can see lights coming off of the moon. There's fucking lights coming out of the moon. What are they doing on the moon where they got city lights going off? It's kind of weird. Oh, and also, I just wanted to show you guys this. The one thing that I can really stress to you guys is the way that the eyes looked. This picture has no resemblance to what I seen. Literally zero resemblance. The only thing that is correct is the eyes. That's exactly what the eyes looked like. There was no whites. It was all green with slits like that. And the nose, almost like just 2 holes in the face. Definitely not a nose like this. And then the mouth, there was no lips for sure. In fact, I can show you what I've actually found out what kind of reptilian she was. There's two different kinds, and she was the smaller kind. And I believe Draco reptilian. There's two different kinds of reptilians, and they're real. I've met one. Hand on a Bible, I'll take a lie detector test, and I could prove to you that they exist. If I needed to prove to the government that they existed, I could easily. But they already know, so it don't matter. And then people are just gonna look at me like I'm crazy when I talk about reptilians. That's why I was selected. That's why I was chosen as somebody that I could see that they could reveal that to me, because I was just a YouTuber, bro. The just a YouTuber bro guy is never gonna be believed. That's exactly why I was chosen, and I do believe I was chosen. I was chosen for that specific reason. And now it's funny that we're on the verge of disclosure, and I got to meet one of them, right? I really believe I was chosen. That meeting happened. It was not by chance. It was definitely orchestrated. I saw an alien. Did you see an alien or a UFO? And I believe you. You know why? Because they're coming out. This is the beginning of disclosure. That movie that Spielberg just released, that coincides with right now what's considered soft disclosure. When they start letting little bits out. The government says, yeah, we know of the 4 species and this, and they're just going to let little bits out until one day you're going to see a video. It'll be a video of, it'll be like a live video, I'm sure. President meeting aliens or something. I'm sure they're already trying it, seeing how it's testing with certain audiences. Fucking weird. I know it sounds crazy. That's the world we live in. We live in the played out television show. I would love to do a lie detector test. I would love to do a lie detector test. Just to get it done. I'll tell you what, that lightning in the sky yesterday was not just lightning. I heard, it sounded like 50 cannonballs being shot simultaneously. And I ran upstairs, I'm like, Mom, what is that? She's like, lightning. I go outside, and it goes from all that loudness to not even a single noise at all. And I could see lightning down the street. In one localized spot, too. Nowhere else in the sky was lightning going off. Just one single spot. It's just a little bit odd. There's something off with this reality. I think CERN blasted us off into, the wrong fucking dimension. You guys remember that little blonde kid who did all the TikTok videos talking about CERN pushing us into an adjacent reality? That kid was not off at all. That kid was 100% on point. Okay, so you're AI then. No, I know Paula Dean. I've known Paula for years. Definitely not AI. That's another thing. How many of our so-called famous YouTubers who have millions and tens of millions of subscribers, how many of them have been part of these bot farms that they've been finding? It took me so much work, so much investment, everything to get to where I got. I got to 25,000. I couldn't even break a fucking 100,000 subscribers. And some of these people do it within days. Within 3 days. They go from 10,000 to 100,000 subscribers. Get the fuck out of here. Bot farm like a motherfucker. There ain't even 10 million people to watch your stuff. If there was, they'd be selling shit to them. Yeah, Paula's definitely not an AI, but I know what you mean because they're out there. There's a ton of bots out there that are not even real people. I've seen them on YouTube, I've seen them all over the place, and they'll act like they're real people and they'll say fucking weird stuff. And when you're trying to talk to them, they'll answer back with the weirdest answers that just don't even make sense. Those are bots. Cheers, my friends. They're buying subs too. Well, that's what the bot farm is for, Tigers. It's so that they get subs that are coming from different phones. You know how they do it? Those phone booths where you go and you sell your old phones, those phones are being bought up by people that are just turning the phones on and starting new. Listen, all you have to do with those phones, if they work, if they actually run, which like 90% of the phones put into those things are running phones. So now if you didn't erase none of your stuff, they got all that stuff. But all they have to do is turn the phone on and put Wi-Fi on. Then they can start a YouTube account. They can start 50 YouTube accounts from that cell phone, and it goes to the cell phone. So now you have another YouTube account, or whoever sold these phones has other YouTube accounts, and they're actually legit YouTube accounts. And then they're busting these houses that have 70,000 phones in them, and every one of those phones is linked up to the Wi-Fi. So they're literally getting it all for free. This is how they're building these overnight sensations. So a lot of these people that you think and I think they're famous, they're not famous. They're fronts. They have been placed. They're placed in those positions. I've seen all of this stuff from the inside. I traveled the entire country. Let's put it this way, I was taking my own personal money and I spent at least $100,000. At least. On the low side, I spent $100,000 for 25,000 subscribers. The math ain't mathin', right? And what I mean is, I definitely spent $100,000 in traveling in different locations. They're not free. The shit costs money. And all the costs for production, cameras that cost $2,000 a piece, editing softwares that cost you money every month, all of the apps that you need, all of everything. Then you need to have a music app, which, what was that? It was there was a music app I used to pay for, because you needed to have the right music for your channel. Now, all you gotta do is get Suno and make your own fucking music. That's cool. That was a test. AI are in chat chatting to YouTuber. Well, I know there's nobody here that I don't know except for you, Dean. If anybody is a AI, it's you, buddy. Sorry to tell you. Yeah. Because I know Paula, I know Tigers, I know Zach, I know Diane. I literally know all these people. I know Melanie. Melanie's like, how the fuck you know me? You don't know me, bitch. What I mean is I've seen you around. But everybody else, I've known them for years. But the one guy talking about AI, the one AI talker is probably the one that's AI. Lou Rock, you know I saw a lot AI into YouTuber. Your dream catcher goes by your bed. Okay, well, anyways, I sit right here in my chair like this and sleep lately. So, it is kind of where it's supposed to be right now. Because this chair, when I pull the bottom part out, and then I'm usually sitting here way late at night. That bottom part comes out like that. And then I usually got like blankets or shit. I'm curled up in the chair like an idiot when I actually have a bed, but I don't want to sleep in the bed because it's just like me in a big ass bed. But I will move it next to the bed. Thank you. I just got that. That was a gift from Zach. Definitely a gift that was needed. I've seen a lot of AI in different people's chats. Alright, let's see the shorts here. Where's the one? I'm like missing a short here. I'm missing the short from Ghost Mafia, the Dogham one. Oh, look at, here's a how-to video. This is just a quick little information video. I want to show you guys how I pop my seeds. So it's very simple. It will only take about 30 seconds to make this video. I like a glass. This one's Lou, are you growing more? I don't. Water. Hold on. Am I growing? I don't know if I'm growing any more, but I don't think I'm growing any less. I definitely don't think I'm growing any less. This is for educational purposes only. I do not condone any illegal activities. You should not do this unless you live in a legal state. That being said, smoke weed every day. This is Bubblegum Kush right here, this one. That's an old school strain right there, Bubblegum Kush. I want to bring back some of the bubblegum. This one right here is called Purple Skittles. The rest of those are Marshmallow OG Kush. Oh, and then here, what is that? Okay, that must have fell in there. In here, this is called Nag Champa. We've got Nag Champa that I just planted, but we're trying to get a male. We want a male so we can get pollen, so that we can pollinate our flowering ladies. That's all I do, Paula, is grow. I just try not to show the plants right away, because they just take my video and hide it when I do. Oh, shit, that hurt. I actually smacked myself in the face with my phone there. That wasn't nice. So I just transplanted these ladies today. We put this lady into a 5-gallon. She's lovely. This is White Wedding. This is called Blue Skunk. This is Blueberry Skunk. That's a Blueberry Skunk. That's a White Wedding, and that's a White Wedding. That's a White Wedding, that's a White Wedding, and that's a white wedding. Can you tell I like white weddings? I'm actually gearing all of my flowering inside towards these plants. Because this flower is so fucking beautiful. That's why I got 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be the next crop that we're flowering. So we just transplanted her. She's been transplanted. We got to transplant her and her. Then we go into flower. These 4 got to come out of here. And yeah, still doing our thing. Hey, Mrs. Fireman. Mr. Green Thumb? No, it's the green hand. That's actually what, that's what I call our group on Pilled, is the Green Hand Mafia. The Mafia is in memory of Ghost Mafia. And then the Green Hand, it's because everybody's a green thumb, right? I want my whole hand to be green. I don't want just the thumb. I want a green hand. So it's the Green Hand Mafia. But I have been enjoying making songs lately. Earlier I was playing one of my songs and then the live stream cut. So I'm going to play it again. Here it is. Well, maybe not. Where the fuck is my speaker? Oh, right here.
I love her in any form.
So this is called Any Form.
I love her in any form she's in this life, and the one that comes again. We change our names, we trade our skins. Still I would know her where she's been. If she were a star, I'd look for her glow. If she was the night, then I'd sleep alone. If I were a bird, I'd circle her light and fly to her window at the end of the night. From the garden gates to the city lights, through the first dawn, from the darkest nights. If we felt like leaves,
You Kitty, what's up, girl?
rose like trees,
Good to see
I'd
you.
find her in whatever she could be. I love her in any form she's in, bone, skin, and wing, or the shape of the wind. First love, last love, love born again. I know her soul, wherever it went, like Eden before. We both fell. I choose her in heaven, I choose her in hell. I love her in any form she's in, and I love her again and again. If she were the garden, I'd be the rain, falling down into the plain. If she was the serpent, if I were the fool, I'd still be reaching for my love in sin. 'Cause love is the start and the answer to the way the world turns when it leans toward you. We were made to wander, then find our home.
I
And
got a
I'd
bunch of
follow
these.
her heart wherever it goes. If I met her once in in a different
If
sky.
you guys are on
I know the
Suno,
soul by
add
the
me.
look in her eyes. New name, new shape, same holy spark, same warm fire in the center of dark. Let the world turn, let the ages spin. I'll find her in whatever skin she's in. I love her in any form she's in. Bone, bread, flame, or the shape of the wind. First love, last love, love born on again. I know her soul, wherever it went. Like Eden before the apple fell. I choose her in heaven, I choose her in hell. I love her in any form she's in, and I love her again, again.
Here, I'll share it with you
And
guys.
if we were cast out, lost in the rain, I'd build us a heaven from the hurt and the shame. 'Cause paradise isn't a place I've seen. It's her in the light, in whatever form she'd be. I'd love her in any form she's in this life and the one to come.
What's next? Alright, so I want to play this. Oh, this. Here's my song. This is called I Don't Trust the Needle.
I don't trust the needle that leaves a wound in its way. Like a thin little serpent, an allegory to its shape. Threading through the ruin of the night and day.
Tigers, much love.
Like a thorn in the flesh.
Listen, thank you for coming in.
Coming back to stay.
I'm fucking loving having people that actually hang out with me, man.
I don't
Love you guys.
trust the needle. I don't trust the snake. The needle moves like the serpent in the same slide.
I just shared the link to all my songs.
They both arrive unannounced. They both arrive slide. One in your arm, one in the darkness by your side.
You know, that would not say that. It kept saying one in my hand. It would not say one in my arm. It's because it doesn't do, it won't do certain things on Suno. It fucking took a lot of tries to get it to say
I don't
that.
trust the needle, I know its serpent ways. Soft as a whispered song, but it stings and it stays. It strikes through the main line and vanishes from sight, leaving ash in the spoon and a fever in the night. Oh, the needle and the serpent, it's an allegory, a heated warning in a broken recovery story. So I keep my distance when the heartbeat starts to slow, 'cause the wounds that taught me mercy are the ones that let me grow.
Tigers is in New Zealand. Tigers, do you know KJ? You guys don't live too far from each other. My friend KJ. my sister, KJ. That's my sis from another miss. I don't trust the needle, leaves a wound in its wake. I can write some real down kind of songs, I know. That's my personality, though. My grandfather was a country music singer.
I was born.
He's still alive. That's him right there with a guy named Farron Young.
Passion ruin, where the good should go.
This is actually signed to Joe, my
Then
best,
you came
Farron Young. This guy's a famous country singer. My grandfather's a famous country singer, but from a different time. And he was more of a writer than famous for his singing. He was famous for his writing. Pretty badass musician,
Moon is full, the night runs cold. Your touch slips in, and I lose control. I hear your voice, and the shadows kneel. But my dark heart,
oh, I can't smoke here, I forgot.
can learn to heal. I'm damned by love, I'm chained to your light.
Just another day in the Grow Books, my friends.
Through the endless
We'll get through it.
I want your heart.
Today has not been the best day, but we'll get through it.
My curse, and it tears me apart. Every kiss feels like a prayer. Every glance pulls me from the air. I can't escape what you made of me. A broken soul that won't be free. So hold me close while the world falls down. Let your light haunt this haunted ground. If I must die, let it be in your arms. For even my curse still longs for your heart.
Is there anything else I really want to share? Not really. There's 40-something songs on there. Oh, since we're on... Alright, here we go. This is the Rockstar song. We got to play the Rockstar song, since this is the Rockstar fans. So, here's the Rockstar song.
The amps come alive when the rock star hits the stage with a worn out guitar and a heart full of rage. Streetlight shadows crawl in the heat of the sound. Every night he's the king, but the darkness pulls him down. Oh, rock star, take me lower tonight through the six-string pain
Paula. I worked hard on this. I actually worked really hard on
the back roads up
the lyrics.
to the city's cold glow.
I don't know if you'll
Learned
notice,
every cruel lesson.
Suno doesn't even say a lot of stuff when it comes to drugs and different things like that.
With the bottle and the poison in his veins, with people dragging him down like a chain of heavy rain. Rockstar keeps on rolling through the smoke and the shame, trying not to disappear in the glow of his own name. When the road gets long and the crowd fades away, he's fighting off the darkness.
So you guys like the long hair?
Just to make it through the day.
How many thumbs up on long hair? And who wants me to cut it? Should I cut this old guy stuff? What do you think? Old me? I know the missing tooth is all fucked up, but we'll fix that soon.
Take me, Lord, tonight through the six-string pain and the neon light. Oh, rockstar, you shake the room to the core while the demons.
I like the long hair, but I don't like eating it. Which, what that means is it's always going in my mouth. So I don't like that part. But I do like the long hair part. It's cool. Short is way easier. It is way easier. But it takes so long to get it to this size. You know what? This is 3 years. This is 3 years of growing my hair. What is this? Oh, this is Hell Ride. This is a good one.
Life takes different turns as we go. A never-ending trip to places we don't know. Always pointing straight ahead, never back home. Till you find yourself in a hell ride, driving all alone. Headlights burn, but they don't light the way. Every mile gets harder than the one before today. I was running from the fire, now I'm caught in the flame. Trying to outrun the damage, but I'm stuck in this game. It's a hell ride, even if it breaks me down. It's a hell ride, even if it drags me to the ground. I keep my hands on the wheel, we collide in the night, burning hearts. I can feel the spark. It's a hell ride, still driving in the dark. And when we hit the wall, that's where we park. The mirror shows a stranger with a look inside. Every wrong turn led me further from the light. I hear the ghosts of all the words I left unsaid, rattling around like chains inside my head. I keep my foot down, I can't slow this pace. Every scar on my soul, got a name in the face. If I crash in the dark, will you know I tried? Or am I just a lost soul on this hell ride? It's a hell ride, even if it breaks me down.
I do need a cut. But I quit getting haircuts when they started being $50. When they started being $50, I quit. Extending.
Beyond the smoke, maybe every wound is just a lesson I wrote. If I lose my way, don't say I didn't try. I was chasing the edge of this hell ride. It's a hell ride, but I'm still standing now. It's a hell ride, and I'm not backing down. I grip the wheel while the flames light the night. The devil in the dark can't kill my light. It's a hell ride, through the fire and the rain. Devil at my back, but I'll still take the pain. It's a hell ride, and I won't let go. On this hell ride, I found my soul.
Yes, I do. Yes, Mama Rock and Allison are very good friends. They talk all the time. Mama and Allison are really actually tight friends. What's this song? Oh, this is a good one. This is a song about a demon. I'm just getting my second wind here, guys. Judy 77, welcome. Welcome. Just getting ready here. I hear fireworks in my hood right now. Here we go.
A curse reunion. What a sweet temptation I fell for you. Oh, reunion. This ain't a sin I regret. I might be Lucifer, but you're the one I can't forget. A cursed reunion.
I wish I did. Anthony says, Lou, do you still have the F-150 Ford? No, this is the most I have. This is all I have. I just have a picture have you seen this truck? Have you seen, you probably have. If you're down in like Georgia, you probably seen this truck. But anyways, she's gone. I don't think I'll ever see her again. At least she will never be mine again. It was like selling my soul. I did. I sold my soul. My purple soul. Anthony, you know the truck is gone. You just wanted to rub it in a little bit. Haha, you don't have that truck anymore. I miss that truck so much. But you know what? My next venture, I'm getting a motorcycle. It was a few years ago I had the money for the motorcycle, and I let somebody talk me out of getting it, and I so fucking regret it. I had $15,000 cash. I was ready to go get the fucking motorcycle, and this person's like, "You're gonna kill yourself. And when yeah, no motorcycle." And then the bitch left me anyways. Like, what the fuck? I'm sitting here single as fuck with no motorcycle now. Like, what kind of fucking sense did that ever make? Don't buy that motorcycle. Spend the money on me. Fuck you. I'll do it again though. I'll get a motorcycle. It'll happen. Hopefully before I croak. Hey, speaking of people who croak, family member of mine died today. That's awesome. Well, I think he died yesterday. They just found him today. Yes, I did. I had done many spirit box sessions with Tammy with the truck, nighttime and daytime. I actually, the first video I ever shot of Tammy's, the spot where Tammy was found was in my purple truck. In fact, the very first thumbnail, there's a thumbnail, it's like the probably most popular thumbnail on my YouTube. It's me sitting in the truck with the purple lights on. I did drive it to Boomers. I also drove it to Florida. I drove that truck all around. I drove it to Boomers. I drove it to Florida and back. I rebuilt that truck from the frame up. I literally cleaned up the frame, coated the frame, then I replaced everything. The coolant system. There was no air conditioner. I put the air conditioning system in. Then, new radiator, all new hoses, all new everything. Every little screw, every little fucking hose clamp, all brand new. Everything brand new. Full coolant system, brand new. Everything that was like a pulley, new alternator, new starter. There wasn't anything on that truck that wasn't new, including the oil pan was new. The oil pan seal was new. The transmission was new. I put F250 springs in the back, so it lifted it up like this. Then I put a 4-inch lift on the front, and it leveled it out. I was offered $2,000 for the tonneau cover. Like, somebody pulled up on me with cash, like, yo, I'll buy that tonneau cover for $2,000, because you're not finding that tonneau cover. And that truck's badass. Somebody who deserves that truck has that truck. The person who owns that truck deserves that truck. I'm glad the truck is where it's at, and it's not with some somebody who's not going to appreciate it. Was it the white truck you got after this one? White truck. No, I didn't have no white truck. Yeah, no white truck. Oy. I went on many adventures in that truck. Mama Rock couldn't even get in it because it was so high up off the... I even had to step on it, and she still had problems getting up in it. She used to need like a boost. I need to put a booster seat in that truck for Mama Rock. Smoking on some permanent marker. Yum, yum, yum. With the bubble gum. We got some singing bowls. Magic. Oh, you fucker. My friend Wendy sent that. That's really cool. Okay, maybe the girl who got that truck came in a white one to get it. No. Patty used to have a white truck. I'm thinking that you're thinking about Patty's white truck that she used to have, because she used to have a white Lincoln. That was a badass truck that she had too. That truck had air ride. That truck had everything. That shit was nice. And but one day we're driving in Tennessee, and we're on this mountain that's going into Cherokee. And I don't know if you know where Cherokee, North Carolina, I think North Carolina is. South Carolina. Yeah, Cherokee, South Carolina, I think. Well, anyways, we're going from Gatlinburg, Tennessee to Cherokee. And we're on this swervy fucking mountain road. And we're going down the mountain. And the grade is like 45 degrees or more. So literally the truck is sitting like this to go down the mountain. It's very dangerous, right? Well, guess what happens? The brakes the car cut out. The power to the car shut off. And then her power steering cut out. And her brakes cut out. And so Patty's driving. And Patty's like, Lou, what the fuck do I do? And I'm like, Patty, just relax. Find a driveway. Pull right up into it. Pull right up into the grass. And she calmly stayed calm. And we're going faster and faster, fucking getting up to like the 40s and shit. And then, boom, she pulled off right into the very last driveway that there could have been before death. And we were going down that mountain to our death. And she pulled off and fucking stopped the car right at the last second. So what happened? The fucking oil was low in the car. And the car has a safety where the car will shut off if the oil's too low. But when the car shuts off, everything shuts off. All of the power steering, your power brakes, everything cuts out. You don't want that to happen when you're going down a fucking mountain. So Patty did a really good job by saving all of us. And it wasn't just me and her. It was me and her and all of her grandchildren and a dog. It was her granddaughter, both of her grandsons, the dog, me, Stacy, and Patty. and we almost fucking died. No, I think Stacy was in her own car. In fact, I'm pretty sure Stacy was in it. It was just us, the kids, and the dog. And Patty saved our life. And all it was oil. When we pulled over and put oil in it, it was like, yo, we almost lost our life because of oil. The Lincoln Car Company, you are the dumbest car company ever. Why would you make all of those systems shut down? At least the thing needs to tell you the car is going to shut off, pull over immediately. Because if not, you're going, that car shuts off, you got no way to stop. We almost went down the side of the mountain and died. The angels were looking after, Patty was looking after us that day. It was Patty looking after us. But you're right, we had someone on our side that day. And you know what? She talked to me just like that. She was like, Lou, thing just cut out. Don't know what to do. What do I do? She's just calm and cool and collected. I wasn't even calm and cool and collected. I'm yelling. I'm like, what? He's like, the brakes don't work. We're going to die. But no, I'm like, she's like, what do I do, Lou? I'm like, pull into one of the parking lots, and if you have to smash into a fucking house, smash into the house. But don't go off the side of the mountain. And she knew the assignment, man. She saved us. And then we went down to Cherokee, and I got this thing right here. She gave me this right here. That was from Cherokee. And then this ashtray right here, which has a design inside. I know it's a dirty ashtray. That was from one of the stores. She had bought that for me as a gift. And then I have this other thing that she got me as a gift. And we went into Cherokee, and we're sitting there, we're hanging out with this guy. So this guy is famous on YouTube for, he sings and does like rain dances, and he's famous, like he's all dressed up in the native gear, and he sings, and he has the most amazing voice. I'm sure you guys have heard of him before. I'm sure you guys have seen him on YouTube. But he sits in Cherokee, downtown, and he performs for people, and people come from all over to watch him perform. And so we're watching his performance, which he like sits there, he turns on a little radio and does the hey nay 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 nay, and he's doing a freaking rain dance. And we're trying to go swimming that day, and the dude does the rain dance, and then we go swimming, and we're there for 2 seconds. Boom. Here comes the rain. Here comes the rain. And we were actually like, we was like, yeah, we had to go and pay the guy for the, because he takes like tips and shit. And we were like, yeah, look. He's like, I do performances and blah, blah, blah. And kicked him some money, and he did the performance, and then boom, it's fucking raining while we're swimming. Yes, it's North Carolina. Okay. So Cherokee, North Carolina. So Cherokee is right next to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. It's like on the border of each other. I remember that. And so we were going from Gatlinburg to Cherokee, and it was beautiful. That's when we shot Greenback Castle. Greenback Castle is a castle that was built by this misanthrope guy. Built it out of all donated materials and stuff. And that place holds all kinds of strange energy. They think vampires are there, which I don't doubt it. There's all kinds of weird shit at Greenback Castle. I would not want to be stuck down there with, we went with John, John, and he used to hang out with Tim, Breaking the Shell. Well, at least we were there with a bunch of locals. I would not want to be down in that part of Tennessee without a couple people that have Glocks on, because they all carry and shit. We're out of towners. We're coming. Nah. I need a machine gun. I need a machine gun. There's a video where I pass out, right? And that was after St. Augustine, and I started having seizure-like symptoms. And so I pass out, and if you look at the video closely, you'll see something interesting. I'm not going to say what it is, but as I fall down, if you look at my shirt comes up. Just look at my shirt. You'll see what I'm talking about. So that was scary. I get up and Patty's sketched out, and I didn't want her to be sketched out. So I literally told her that, nah, I'm good, I'm fine. But actually a week later, we were in Boston, Georgia, and I was talking to Lucid, and all of a sudden, everything was all of a sudden like different. And I wasn't even in the same position that I was in. And she's like, what the hell just happened? And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, you were talking and then you were gone for like a minute and a half. She's like, you just locked up, frozen. She said, your eyes wide open, frozen. And it resembled seizures because of the way I was locking up. But I was also not present and not remembering. So it's literally like I just went unconscious for a minute and a half. And all these things were happening to me after St. Augustine that were just bad. Bad, bad, bad. They tried to do a cleansing on me, and Julie, the crystal lady, she comes over. She starts burning some, like, sage or something. And as soon as she started getting into trying to do the cleansing, the sage started to smoke up crazy and exploded. Pow! And there are sparks and fire all over Patty's new house. Carpet and everything. Her house almost burned down because the fucking sage exploded when Julie the Crystal Lady's trying to do the cleansing after St. Augustine, because it was horrible. Julie gave me this that day. This cross came from Julie that day. Then I keep it, and I've kept it ever since. Exploration unknown. Yes, John. I'm glad we were with John, and John had his Glock, and we didn't have to worry about nothing. Oh, man. Good old days, huh? The good old days. That was 4th of July. Now that I think about it, that was a 4th of July weekend that we went to Gatlinburg. And on my way back, I broke down in Wytheville, Virginia. The best place fucking ever. Wytheville. I called it What the Fuckville. It's not my favorite place ever. Special times for sure. I did have a lot of really fun times between the things that would go bad. You go dealing with all this stuff where it's all this negative energy, haunted prisons and all these things, and you don't grasp the fact that I didn't grasp the fact that I'm bringing all this bullshit on me. And it's like, I don't understand why, as soon as I leave, my car breaks down. I don't understand why, all of a sudden, things are just going in the wrong direction constantly. Even when they're going in the right direction, they end up going in the wrong direction. Sorry, Lou. I know, Anthony, I've known you for years, bro. You don't have to explain. I know, brother. I got you. I know where you're from. I know your English isn't the best. It's cool. Try your best. If that's it, I don't get it. That's on me. But thank you for being here. Thank you for being here and hanging out with me. Thank you for being here after all of these years, bro. How many years has it been since me and you have known each other? How many years? The clown house. The clown house. What clown house? Because I don't do clowns. That don't sound like me. If it was a clown house, I guarantee you I didn't go in it. I didn't even like Patty's dolls. I didn't fuck with Patty's dolls. I don't play that shit. Even before anything, I've always had a thing where I don't fuck with those dolls. Like when I went into the Warren Museum, I feel something wrong with those dolls. You don't have to tell me. I can feel it. I used to play with toys. I know which toys was not supposed to be played with. They wasn't toys. They was fucked up. Omar's Clown House. Never went in it. I've never went in it. Not once. Not one time have I been in Omar's Clown House. Nope. Not this guy. No thank you up very much, so. I was never good with that kind of stuff. I don't do dolls, and I don't do clowns. Never have, never will. Daddy used to be laughing at me because I say, get that motherfucking doll away from me. What, this doll? Daddy, I'll kick that motherfucking doll, man. I'm good when the doll actually turns at, yo, listen, there was times where nobody's recording. There was a time where I was out on the porch and it wasn't even this, it was another doll that has arms that move like this. And nobody was out there. I was out there. I turn around. The doll was looking away that way. And I come back and I turn around and the thing's arms are like this. And I'm like, nah. No. And Patty's first house, before she moved, that house was so fucking haunted. We've got footage. She's got footage. But when I first went in there and I first met her, we would be talking and all the lights would just start flashing. Like literally the house lights would start flashing. At times where nobody could get to a switch or fucking whatever, this shit was, we're sitting there talking, we're talking about a certain thing, and everything just starts bugging out. And that happened more often than not in her home. And that home had major attachments to it. Major attachments. But she had lived there for so long, and there's so much history there. And I don't know if you guys know the history of her first home. That place was a hot box of activity. Yeah, I don't mess with them dolls. I never fuck with them dolls. I have a thing with dolls where I really feel like dolls can take on like people's stuff. So I don't like dolls. They're like people. I don't want to be near them. But yeah, this is basically what I do. I was doing it on Pilt for a while. Then I crossed fucking paths with somebody in that community, and it don't look like it's gonna work out for me over there. I was just starting to get into live streaming again. I don't like being places where I can't speak my mind. kind of feel like that here a lot of time. Is that on my phone? What the hell is that? I feel like that here a lot of the time, but I can't say what I want to say. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. I hope I get a phone call, man. I'm waiting for this dude to call me with this dog. Luna. Luna. I want to hang out with Luna. Luna's a really cool look. Like, she's a really cool looking dog. I haven't met her yet, so I can't tell you if she's cool or not. But she looks cool. Yes, I'm gonna get another puppy. Is that what you... or pool? How did you know I didn't have a pool? Are you watching me, Paula? Are you watching me, Paula? I think you're watching me, Paula. I'm gonna watch you back. I am gonna get another dog. 2 dogs. I feel bad for anybody who comes up into this house and they ain't invited. Not just because of 2 dogs, but Zyla. Zyla is one heck of a guard dog. She is on, as soon as she got here, the first day, I think that's what she was used as. I think she was used. She was probably abused. And she knows how to attack on command. And that's not usually a behavior of a family dog. And so I think she's starting to get used to family life, though. When I was a kid, when I was about 14 years old, my mom's boyfriend used to fight dogs in New York City. And one of the dogs' name was Smokey. And he brought Smokey back from a fight, and Smokey was almost dead. His throat was all ripped apart. His chest was ripped apart. Even his junk had rips in it. Like, he had rips through all of his flesh and all of his body. He had bite marks on his legs, on his paws, all through the meat of his chest, all through his neck, all through his snout, all through... The dog was ripped to shreds. He couldn't even stand. And so I had Smokey on a couch sideways, on his side. And I was sitting there and I was tending to his wounds. And I took care of that dog and brought that dog back to life. When the dog came back to life, my mom told that dude that she's taking the dog and there's nothing he can do about it. And this dude is like, but it was her boyfriend. So he wasn't going to say shit. And she said, you're not getting this dog back. You killed the dog. The dog would have died. You killed him. And now he's got a second chance and you're not gonna take him. And so we took him. And we took him for years. And what ended up happening is somebody came over to our house and he had tapped my mom on the back and he said, hey, how's it going, Mama Rock? And the dog thought he was a threat, and so the dog grabbed onto his pants right where his crotches, and the dog almost bit into the guy's junk. And the guy went down to grab the dog, And when the guy went down to grab the dog, it bit off his pinky finger. Completely bit it off. When I came into the house, because I was next door, the pinky was on the floor, blood everywhere. My mom's screaming, "Get the dog!" And I was like really close with the dog because I got him to come back from death. So I picked him up and threw him in the room. And my mom, she was a nurse at one time, she picked up the finger and put it in ice and told him, go to the hospital and have them sew this back on. And he did. He had him sew back on his finger. And his finger actually lived. And that guy's name was Richie. He was a big old Italian guy. And Richie was a really good person. Do you know what Richie did? Richie showed up after he got his finger sewed back on, and it's still black and purple and shit. Still don't look like it's going to survive. And he comes over, and he's not patting my mom on the back no more, but he says, back in those days, it was all about, a bag of herb. And he's like, you think I could get a bag of herb for my medical insurance? Meaning, for all this pain in my finger, can you buy me a bag of weed? And my mom was like, I will buy you the biggest bag of weed. Because the guy could have sued us. The guy could have had the dog killed. The guy could have done all of these things. But you know what he did? And he didn't even really demand anything. He was just like, yeah, it'd be nice if I had a joint to smoke. And of course, Mama Rock was like, of course we got you. But anyways, that guy's no longer alive. God bless him. Rest in peace, Richie. You always be remembered. Pinky's up, Richie. Pinky's up. Yeah, that's fucked up. But, yeah, he was a nice guy. Oh, so after the finger thing, we couldn't keep the dog no more. So the dog did end up going back with the piece of shit guy who used to fight her, which really broke my heart. But really, we could not contain the dog because the dog was so big and so dangerous. Well, look what happened. Somebody had their finger bit off. So, yeah. But like I was saying, I've been around these dogs since I was 5 years old, 6 years old. I've been around pit bulls my entire life. So I do have a connection to these dogs. I have an affinity for these dogs. Poor Richie, man. Pinky's up, motherfucker. That's fucked up. That guy was so big. He was like 6'8". He was big. He was this big old Italian guy. Like, I've never seen an Italian guy so tall and so large. Is it wrong to say somebody's fucking name after they're dead? Yeah, I think so. It's still doxing, right? Bro, I can't get the temperatures to come down in here. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm gonna need another air conditioner, a stand-up air conditioner. It's so hot that our air conditioner is not like kicking it. That's not good. That's no good. Is Crazy Mama on YouTube still? Yes. Yes, she is. You can find Crazy Mama. And she's on Facebook, I think. But she still does her thing. She's still putting videos up and stuff. I love that girl. She is my kind of people. Always has been. My kind of peeps. No Bono? trying to translate, but my universal translator's broken. My universal translator's broken. You know, it's been the longest time since I come on here on YouTube like this and done this. Sat here and hung out. Pinkies up for sure. It's been a long time. I bet you that this video is definitely restricted. If it's not already, it probably... Maybe I shouldn't say that word. Because once you say that word, that's the thing. I don't want to be on a platform that I can't say words. That I have to worry about the words that I'm saying. How fucking ridiculous of a world do we live in now? That's the world? Like, who the fuck are these apps to come into our world, our country, and say, you know, we're gonna... We're going to have these apps, but we're going to violate all of the things that it is to be American. Privacy, all of those things, freedom of speech, yeah, that shit all goes right out the window. Don't get a cheap one. Pinkies up. I got to go, Lou. Nice to see you. Do this more. Love ya. Right back at you, and I will, Diane. You'll be seeing me more often. Lots more often. In fact, you're gonna see me actually, like, making content again. It'll be a little bit different. Go on Tick or Runny. Rooney. Are you talking about TikTok? Good night, Paula. Oh, she's saying good night to Diane. My bad. So yeah, today I busted my butt today. Doing transplants. Tomorrow I'm gonna get up early while it's still cool. Go pick up a couple more bags of soil and finish up our transplants. This one here, I used a lot of soil in that big old bucket. That's gonna be a big plant though. The bigger the roots, the bigger the fucking toots. The bigger the no bueno is what I was trying to say. It's all that rise coffee. Paula, the other day I was on Pilled and we were just messing around and I probably sniffed a half a gram of my rise mushroom coffee. Yes, I sniffed it. Lines of mushroom coffee. The weird thing is, it wasn't that bad. It was very smooth. I got a really cool rush. There wasn't much of a drip, but it wasn't bad. Until the next day, when I was blowing out brown snots out of my nose for fucking 3 hours. Wasn't that bad. Till I got a sinus infection and pneumonia. Wasn't that bad. Damn, my voice got real deep right there. That was funny, though. That was definitely funny. So yes, we're hoping for a male plant. We just planted 4 plants that the seeds, they had nice beautiful tails coming out. So all 4 of them should pop up. We are hoping for males. Males, males, males. Fingers crossed, males. And if we got 4 males, that would be great because I can grow all 4 at the same time because we're growing them at my buddy's house. And we can grow the 4 males, collect 4 males worth of pollen, which is a lot of pollen, and now we can freeze that and we can pollinate plants for a while to come with the pollen that we have. And this is the plant that we're gonna breed with here. This is the plant here that we've got the regular seeds. This is really almost lost the live stream, my bad. So this plant, this is called Nag Champa. And it's a really, really cool strain. It's pineapple sorbet times the Big Dirty. Now, I don't know what either of those strains are. And I know Nag Champa is it's an incense, but the structure on this plant is really cool. The leaves look like saw blades. Like you'll get one little blade, one big one little, one big one. They're not just like perfect leaves. It's really cool. But here she is, the Nag Champa. So we're hoping for some males. Brothers, not sisters. We want brothers. There's our lady. She's gonna be cool though. That bubble gum got some really cool purple striping in the branches, and it's not even like normal purple. It's like this really cool, bright, weird purple looking color. I've known you since 2013 or 2014, a long time. Yeah, it's been a long freaking time. That's for sure. Thank you. And you know what the hell? Anthony, I'm sorry. You're all fixed up now. And Paula too. Okay. There you go. Everybody's blue. Everybody's blue. Everybody's cool when they're on the team. You guys are blue now. Blue, I didn't know there was a female and male. Yes, there is. There's a difference. So, you cannot get seeds. You cannot actually get seeds to come out of the plant unless you have both. So, you can get seeds from a female, like you could make the female pollinate itself, but you'll only get female seeds. You won't get any male seeds. If you get a male plant, it has male pollen, you can pollinate the flower, that gives you new seeds that are male and female. But if you pollinate a flower with female pollen, which means the female plant hermaphrodite, it turned to a hermy and it produced pollen, and that pollen event will create feminized seeds. So you'll only get 99.9% of the time female seeds. But if you're pollinating with male pollen, you'll get a blend of male and female male and female sex plants. And yes, there's definitely a difference. The male plant has balls, literally looks like balls, little balls, and the female plant it looks like a teardrop with two hairs coming out. Kind of looks like female parts, in a sense. So the plant definitely has male parts, and it definitely has female parts. And sexing the plant is not, pushing two plants together. Sexing is learning what sex the plant is. You got to tell if it's a male or a female. So for the first month or so, you can't tell what sex the plant is. But we just planted 4 new seeds, 4 regular seeds that came from a male and a female. So now we will possibly get some males. And with the males, we'll get some pollen, and we'll pollinate just little branches of some of our plants. We don't have to pollinate the whole plant. We just pollinate one branch so that we get one branch worth of seeds. And that way there, we can propagate our own lines of cannabis on our own, because seeds have become they've become worth more money than the flower itself. $10 per seed on average. So if you're making your own seeds, well, then there's no reason to buy anything anymore. You don't have to buy anything. And that's why they don't want you having male and female plants, because then you'll start to create your own strains, and you don't need nobody for anything. You're creating your own stuff. And so that's what we're doing. Because come November, you can only buy seeds from authorized seed dealers, and that's bullshit, because we don't know what they're breeding in and out of our plants. And another thing is, I'm not going for this anymore. I'm not falling for the bullshit. They've already admitted it. This is not a drug. It is a literal fruit. By definition, this plant consists of a fleshy substance that produces seed. That is Webster's dictionary's definition for a fruit. So weed, by definition, is a fruit. Also, weed is looked at by certain religions, my religion, as a sacrament. Back in the days of Egypt, weed was called the elixir of life, and it was reserved only for kings and high priests. Interesting. They wouldn't want us to have the elixir of life. So, I'm not falling for it anymore. I'm not falling for the bullshit. When they're going out and they're busting people and saying, we just busted this guy for drugs, and they got the guy with a pound of weed. No, you got the guy with fruit. You got the guy with the plant. And we're not playing this shit where it's okay if you're rich to sell weed. If you've got $1 million, you can have a dispensary. But if you're a little guy and you own a little farm, you don't have enough money to put up $1 million so you could sell your weed, but the guy with the $1 million can do it. Yeah, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. We're not listening to stupid people that write stupid rules on stupid pieces of paper and think that we're all bound by this bullshit. I'm bound by nothing. I did not agree to any of your rules, your regulations, none of this shit. I was born onto this earth. I follow the law of God only. No other laws. No other laws even exist other than the laws of God. Yeah, I ain't joking around no more, man. So what I suggest to people is if you get harassed, and I'm calling it harassment, by the police that arrest you for something that they're trying to call drugs when they sell it. Oh yeah, they sell it. Because I've noticed that mayors and police officers have invested in these marijuana companies majorly. And they're the ones that protect their own assets. You know what that's called? Monopoly. That's bullshit. That's not the United States. Get the fuck up out of Dodge, bro. It ain't happening no more. So anybody who gets arrested for weed from this point on, this forward moment in time in the United States, just get a jury trial of your peers. And what I mean by your peers is other potheads. By law, you have the right to pick your jury, and you have the right to be of your peers, other people that feel the same way you do. This is not to be illegal. It is a plant. You cannot make that plant illegal the same way you can't make an apple illegal or a pear illegal. It's ridiculous. It's even more than ridiculous. And then what they do is they make rules that you could not possibly follow. It's impossible. Because remember the weed stamps? Yeah, nobody remembers it. Because they had weed stamps for people. Oh, you can have weed if you had the weed stamp. There was no weed stamps. They didn't exist. So they make regulations that you just can't follow them by design. Nah, we ain't falling for this shit no more. Also, people that are 420 friendly are harder to coerce. They're harder to brainwash. They always think outside of the box. They usually catch people in the middle of their shit because they think above and beyond what people usually think. Oh, but we're going to release mushrooms. In Alabama, you can't smoke a joint, but they're selling psilocybin mushrooms out of gas stations. But you can't have a joint. What kind of silly shit is that? You can sell psilocybin, hallucinogenics. What if a kid gets their hand on that, opposed to a joint? Some parents don't even care if their kids got their hand on a joint. It's if their kids got their hand on a cigarette or alcohol that's the problem. Yeah. All these rules that they're making up, they can make those rules up for themselves. And you know what? They don't follow their own rules. They're sitting in their own islands growing pounds of weed. I know people that are high society, and they were the #1 weed growers in the country out of Vermont. High society. We're talking about hanging out with President Trump and going to all these, what are they, banquet dinners and all this shit. You own the largest cannabis company in the country, and you were producing cannabis before it was legal. That's where that whole fucking kingdom of money came from. And it's right there, right in front of us. Our own government has partaken, sold all the drugs, and now we're the ones that pay for it all the time. Yeah, no, that shit's not gonna work no more. That shit don't work for me no more. That's why they're going to have to get rid of us all. Because we ain't falling for their shit no more. But listen, I'm gonna go hang out with my dog so she don't think that I don't want to be near her. So let me go hang out with my doggy. I want to say thank you to you guys for showing up here and hanging out with me. Cheers to all of you guys. Anthony, Zach, Paula, Diane G, Mrs. Fireman CB, Amanda. There was a new guy here. His name was fuck. Shit. It's right on the tip of my fucking brain. Thank you to the new guy who was probably AI because he was like talking about AI. Alright, y'all. Much love. Pinkies up, y'all.